Guys, welcome back to Beyond Productions. Today is a Q&A video. We have a list of questions here that we are going to be asking each other, and hopefully this is entertaining for us and you guys as well. Hopefully get to know a little bit about us after today's video. All right, Jeffrey, you want to ask the first question?
Yeah. What is your most embarrassing story?
I got a good one. Most embarrassing story. This is gonna be so childish, but it was hella embarrassing. Back in high school, I would for some reason stay up hella late before school, to the point where I was sitting in English class one day and we were watching Leonardo DiCaprio's version of Romeo and Juliet, and I fell asleep in class. And usually when you fall asleep, in general, you kind of lose control over your body. At least me. So I was sitting beside a girl that I really liked back then. And back in the day, I'm 21, bro. There's no back in the day for me. So back then, I had this huge crush on this girl, and I was sitting beside her, and that was our seating chart for the whole year. The whole year, meaning you can't switch, you can't do nothing. And so I fell asleep, and I tried to like position myself in a way where I looked appealing enough to this girl, but I could also be comfortable enough to sleep. I want to say about 10 minutes into my nap, my body decided to wake me up in a certain way. And I was sitting on those, those generic plastic chairs connected to the desk. And I guess I was pressing on my stomach a little too hard. And I farted. I farted really, really loud. The class was quiet. They were watching the movie. And I let out a fat one. A fat one to the point where I woke myself up, and the girl I had a crush on, I looked over at her, and she was just looking at me like, ew. Yeah, best believe that we did not talk for the remaining of, I want to say, freshman year of high school? Shit. Damn. So went away to start high school. But yeah, that's all I got. That's my most embarrassing story. How about you, Jeff? What's your embarrassing story?
Well, we're gonna keep it on the school topic, school theme. So you know what a regular graduation is, right? Where you get to go to an arena and then you have a ceremony, right? So not me,
not me either. Shit.
You graduated 2020.
Yep.
The year 2020. But I don't know if you had a drive-through one.
I did have a drive-through one. Yeah.
So so mine was a drive-through one, right? Thank God there weren't people. It was just your family there, right? Because my dumbass, my biggest fear, graduating, walking a big stage, was tripping.
Oh shit,
dude! I have a video of this. I'll try to get it so we can add a clip sooner or later. Like we'll show it later on. But literally, I'm walking. You see the guy walking by me, right, with his family already gone. So it's my turn, right? I'm walking this small ass stage. This is literally 3 steps. This is how dumb I am. 3 steps. Walking up the 3 steps, I get to the 3rd one. I guess out of excitement, I freaking trip, and I got me. You see me hella tripping. Then I was like, oh, and I look up and I just get my diploma and just hella fucking walk off quick. The most embarrassing. Like, imagine if I did that in front of fucking thousands of people at a real. Thank God, class of 2020, COVID year. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's more embarrassing than mine. Holy crap. All right. Next question. All right.
So
Jeffrey.
You want me?
What makes you angry? What makes you just want to kill somebody, bro?
And I guess what would tick me off is anyone with a disorder getting messed with.
Oh yeah, no.
That's like, I don't know, something about that just ticks me the hell off. Like today, like me and my girlfriend are actually watching a movie. It's called Front of the Class. It's about you guys probably see it on TikTok a lot. It's about the teacher with Tourette's.
That's the movie.
So so. I was like watching the beginning, but like seeing like just the beginning, seeing how like he would get judged for having Tourette's. Yeah. I just my eyes were getting watery, just anger, and I told my girlfriend, I was like, I'm getting mad. Like this like pisses me off. Like I hate when people with disorders like don't get looked at as normal. Like they're literally normal human beings like us. They have a little disorder, but it's okay at the end of the day.
Right. Yeah, but I just hate when people that don't know what they're doing try to tell you what to do and then make you look dumb, and then they make your whole team look dumb. It's just gets me really did. Anyway.
One is where when you drop a fucking cucumber next to a cat and they just fucking jump up. Have you know?
Yeah, I can't watch those videos. My parents told me not to play with my food. All right, this is a good one because I was just talking to my my partner about this. How do you relax and unwind?
I really like not that much people know unless they catch me doing it or my girlfriend always sees me doing it. But something that I like to do is I like to because I have a bathroom that's a 2 sink, so right in the middle is like where you can place stuff. But honestly, for me, it's like I like getting my feet wet. Like something just about like having water running on my feet is like relaxing. For some reason, it's just like so relaxing. So I just sometimes just go in the bathroom, I sit on the sink, put my feet in the sink, and I just let water run on my feet. And that's just like some form for me, some form just of relaxation.
Yeah, for me, you know, I was talking, you know, telling my girlfriend, I was like, you know, I think I just need like a really hard mental reset. So you know, I understand like for most guys nowadays it's getting more of like a norm, but back then you would get criticized for it. But I was like, you know what, I see all these videos on TikTok and Instagram of girlfriends doing like facials and like a spa day for their boyfriends now, like the whole like the whole thing, you know, like they have the roller, they have the face masks, they have the creams and stuff, and you know, they'll play with their hair, sometimes they'll even do with their hair. So you know, I was like, you know, maybe we should just do that. Like if I pay you or if I get the stuff, can you have like a spa day with me, or at least for me, you know, just so that I can unwind real quick with everything going on right now. Yeah, this next question, I've been looking at it for this whole time. Whose death
hit you the hardest?
My grandma's. Shit. My grandma's. You know, I've been around death, like so much death, like firsthand, like, you know, like honestly, I had this friend in I think he originated from the Philippines, and he came down to Vegas. We went to middle school and parts of high school together. And one day, he didn't live in the safest neighborhood, but long story short, we were at the wrong place, wrong time, and he was unfortunately shot. And I was just like there holding him and all that stuff. And you know, even that, like that death hit me hard, but the hardest death that hit me was my grandma's. And you know, I think because I've been around death, like in a lot of it for so long, and I got to grow up a little bit and, you know, realize that it's kind of just like part of the circle of life. When it first happened, like obviously I was sad, but it didn't hit me until like later on. And I feel like that's why nowadays, like I'll have those moments in myself where I'm like, something just doesn't feel right, you know, like something doesn't feel right, or something doesn't feel like the way it used to all the time. And I think that's a factor of that, just knowing that, you know, she's not here anymore, and that person I used to go talk to isn't, you know, quite there. That's why I lean on, like, you know, family, friends, try to spend time with my daughter a lot more, you know. But yeah, I would say my grandma's. Yeah. How about you?
The hardest death that I had to face and overcome was my dad's. And I'm gonna just leave it at that, just because it was very tough. And you know, whoever went through a parent's death knows how hard a parent's death is. But just know, yeah, that was like the hardest death I had to overcome. So what never fails to make you happy?
I have an answer. I don't think I can answer it that way, so I'll use a substitute. What never fails to make me happy is my family. Like, not only my immediate family, excuse me, sorry, but the family that I now have. Most of you know, I am a new father, 3-month new father.
Applaud.
Yeah, right.
Applaud.
Like, wow, thanks. But yeah, no, I think as a new parent, whether you're ready or not, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't think you'll ever be ready to have a kid. No matter how set you are in life, it always a part of you. It will always come as a surprise. But you know, as a new father, I was scared, but once I'm watching her grow up. I can't like I'm happy. Like every time I get to pick her up from her mom's or just spend the day with her, like it's just I could have like a terrible day one day and then the next day I wake up and I get ready to go pick her up and just the thought of, oh, I get to see my daughter and I get to hold her and I get to, just be there with her. It's yeah, no, that definitely makes me happy all around. So, yeah. How about you, Joe?
Honestly, obviously, like, family wise, obviously, like, all my family, usually makes me happy. My nieces and nephews, they're like part of my biggest rock to me, like, having them there. But, like, I'm gonna be a sim too. Obviously, my girlfriend as well makes me happy, of course, But all around, yeah, usually family and my girlfriend, and,
Yeah.
and friends, of course, because you have those friends that obviously make you happy too.
What is a lie you told as a teenager?
As a teenager?
Like, what's that one big lie you told as a teenager? Then you're like, how do I get myself out of this situation? I'm a lie.
So there was one time I grew up in, I go for people that are local. I grew up at Donner Street, at the Donner Apartments, and there was a corn lady that would always come by. And so there was one day where me being a generous person, I had like I don't know how much it was, like $10, but I like my dumbass always was a little kid, so didn't really know how to count money at the time. So I go up to this corn lady, and I my $10. I had friends there, so I bought them stuff too from the corn lady, right? I didn't know how to count money, so I gave her the money, right? She gives me a little back. Like she gives me like I want to say like $4, I think it was back. But my dumbass, I don't know how I had the money, so I was just recounting the same money. I don't know how. So I like, I still have like $8, but over here spent like $6, thinking I still had like $8 left. So I go home and my mom was like, "Where all your money go?" And I was like, I didn't know how to tell her. Oh, I bought stuff from my friends, So I was like, oh shit. And then that's my head. I was like, yeah, I counted my money wrong, I guess. And so I was like, I guess the corn lady stole from me. So I told her the corn lady stole from me. So then I think it was like the next day or like the next week, the corn lady like pulls up again, and mom was like, "Was that the one?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" So I just ran inside and hid. But I guess mom went to go press this corn lady for money back, and the corn lady gave my mom $6 free back.
Damn.
That I spent.
You really ratted out the corn lady, bro.
It was either my ass or the corn lady.
I guess the biggest lie I told as a teenager and as an adolescent, like, me and my brother, before he moved out and left us. Sorry.
That's what makes him mad.
we used to be left home alone because he was at that age where in Nevada, I guess you can leave your kids alone as long as there is a legal guardian around. So obviously growing up, our parents always told us snowballs in the house. But after watching some NBA, NFL, and even surprisingly WWE,
that was the shit.
we took that and combined all three of them. And we have this spinning chair in the house, like spins around in circles, and one of us would sit in that chair, and we would try to like toss the ball to each other after being so dizzy. And there was this one vase in our house. I think it was like a vase and lamp kind of thing, but it was mainly a vase, and I think my dad just kind of put the two together because it looked really cool. But we didn't take into account how big this vase was and how noticeable it was when you walk into our house. So while we're playing that game of stupid, I guess I think it was me. This is before I learned about, like, if you see three, like if you're dizzy or if you're drunk, like if you see three figures or persons standing in front of you, aim for the middle. I, as a kid, really loved my right side, like the right side of my body, the right side of the sidewalk, the street. I aimed for the right side. I chucked it because the chair was turning around to where I would have missed my chance. And as I'm trying to get up and all dizzy, I see three of my brothers. There's only one, but I saw three of them, and all three of them were just going, "Ah, shit!" And I finally gained my consciousness back, and I see the vase on the ground. It's shattered. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, dang it. So my parents were at work, and you know, we knew where the big trash can outside was. So we hurry up, we sweep it up, we take it outside, we dump it in the trash, and our parents finally come back home from work. And I think like because we were so young, we kind of forgot about it until I think it was my mom was like, "Hey, where's the vase?" And we're like, "Oh, there was a vase there? Like, huh? What?" Little did we know it was trash day. And so my dad took out the trash, he opened up the lid, and he saw the pieces in the fucking thing. And so, you know, him being a dad, he kind of questioned us about it. But instead of just telling him, I was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And then he had like he had picked it out of the trash and put it in a different bag. He held it up, he goes, "You mean this vase? You don't know what this is?" And I think I just remember like breaking down and crying. Like that was a lie I told, and then I quickly got caught like 8 hours later, or like 5 hours later. So, oh man, that was the biggest one. It's funny to me too, still to this day, because I always look at that spot in my house and I'm like, damn, I kind of forgot what it looked like, but I knew that there was something there. Okay, let's see.
If you could,
guys, this may not have been the most exciting video as our last vlog was to some of you guys who are still very curious on who's that mysterious person that they've met with. But you know, today was very chillaxed. You know, we just decided like, why not get to know us prior to the podcast, just so that it's like you know, a little more light-hearted than. I'm not saying our podcast is dark or anything, but I feel like it's more informational. You know what I mean? More informational than just like these fun little silly questions. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys for watching today's video. We'll try to have more exciting videos for you guys on Tuesday.
Yeah, next is gonna be an actual challenge.
Yeah, next Tuesday is a challenge video. So
we're gonna look for a good challenge to do. We're probably try to go back to old school YouTube where they did those old challenges.
Well, there you go, guys. That is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your family. I'll always say this, always say this. We make these videos for us and for your guys' entertainment as well. Hopefully, these videos entertain you. But yeah, join us next Tuesday.
Just remember that. Anyways,
bye.